Clay's fucking... Just that one thing has changed her entire outlook on dwarves. Good job, Clay.
Okay. You continue your journey. Night turns into morning. And...
Because he was gifted a potion, he shouldn't need to make a roll for this one. But he will need to make it at about midday.
Okay.
As 4 o'clock, actually.
The light, as the canopy thins and the light starts to grow, clearly the sun is rising in the sky. Is it your imagination, Amallai? Or can you start seeing the trees disappearing in front of you?
Just straight up disappearing or thinning out?
Just really thinning out. And
Okay.
like, wow, are we going out of the forest?
I thought that you meant like this trees was straight up just like there 1 second.
No.
I was like, oh god, I'm on drugs. Melina.
Yeah.
It looks like we're about to get out of the forest very soon.
Indeed.
This is the edge, I assume.
And we have taken a path that they are unlikely to copy as well. Now, I believe... He stops. Now, I believe we had an agreement that at this point you would give me the helm. Are you still happy to do so?
I search around for the thing, I open it up, and I hand it to him. Onwards.
I get off his back whenever he goes to put it on. If he goes to put it on.
No, actually, we agreed that he wouldn't go to put it on.
Doesn't go to put it on.
Okay.
Yeah, we agreed. That was one of the things that was a part of the deal.
He doesn't go to put it on.
And I assume we continue onwards.
Yeah.
You're about to leave, and...
Yeah. And, it's really bright out here.
I look up into the sky, and, I assume, with my enhanced vision, that this hurts a little. But,
yeah.
I adjust.
Okay. Interestingly, you're not coming out into hills, as you may have expected. You're coming out into flat grassland.
Oh my god. Amallai starts rolling around. Real grass?
Melina chops off Roy and does the same. Oh my god, there's not any fae right here. I suddenly turn away. I'm pretty sure he's an elf. I continue rolling.
He smiles at you both and chuckles.
Non-wooded ground. It's like a dream.
Oh, now I only need civilization and I'll be happy.
Amallai gets up and, dusts the, grass off of herself and looks around, searching for anything they might be able to hide behind in case trouble appears.
There's nothing. There's no
fucking nothing.
Those Roy, we have
Amallai shifts a little bit, clearly uncomfortable. This is a bad situation. But slightly welcome. It's awkward, if anything.
So you you continue on your way. Roy says probably about midday. I would like to stop now. And I think we are probably far enough ahead of them.
Would you like to rest?
For a little while.
That is fine. I assume we still have the meat. It's probably on the cart. Yeah? From the deer. She She takes her claw and cuts it up. One really sizable portion and two regular portions. Cooks them up,
eats the large
starting a
portion
fire.
and gives the smaller ones to the rest of us.
Of course. I light a fire and I start cooking. Do you want to roll or?
You're not in a. You certainly don't feel like you're in a stressful situation. This just kind of feels incredibly tranquil after all of the stress of the forest. You can see for miles in any direction.
I don't need to waste time perceiving for any dangers. I can just focus on cooking.
Yeah.
So I take a 20 on cooking.
Yeah.
This is going to be the best meal you've ever had.
Melina. Lady Nevereth should
Actually,
definitely
I would like
cook
to do
her
something to this
thoughts.
as well. As she's cooking it, I'm going to take a 20 on my alchemy check to make it even more tasty. So that
Well,
is
I
a...
mean-
Though taking 20 on your alchemy check will take quite a while, because taking 20 is quite lengthens duration of action.
Okay, I take a 10, and that
That's
makes it a
fair.
33.
Okay. There's something. I feel some tickling on my tongue. I'm not sure what you put in there. It's interesting though.
Interesting seasonings.
Yeah.
I would like these.
Have you ever thought about opening a restaurant?
That's not a bad idea. I could use that as a front for something.
That would be a nice front. Anyways,
Good food.
onwards.
Good business. We've rested, I assume, long enough.
Yeah.
She packs up the. I'm assuming there's probably one last portion of meat left for each of us. Or is it about gone?
It's pretty much gone now.
Okay. Is there? We're still like close to the forest, right?
No, not now.
Not now. Is there any wood nearby? Fallen logs, trees.
I'm going to say no to that.
She pats down a lot of the grass and cuts up whatever's remaining and the bones and puts the bones in a pile and puts the rest of the scraps of meat to the side for scavengers.
Okay.
And we go on.
Go on. Gets to nighttime.
I don't have any of the more of those restore things.
Okay.
I don't think.
I huck a
What was
loogie
that?
into my hand and do the Macarena, and at the very end of it, I smack his leg, putting it on there.
Insta
Okay.
potions.
It takes 3 rounds
my
to do
thing.
that.
Takes 3 rounds for you to turn your spit into a potion.
It takes 3 rounds to do lesser restoration.
So 18 seconds. Jesus.
So with that, you continue to journey throughout the night.
Well, I'm assuming he wouldn't be too adverse to letting us rest on him.
No.
Would he?
No, although whether there's how comfortable it would be for 2 of you. There's probably room for 1. 2 of you.
Seeing
Might be.
as Melina offers Amallai to cuddle.
Hey.
That's an okay thing.
That's an okay thing.
That's an okay thing.
Alright.
Who says we need our own space? How many days has it been since we left?
Hang
3,
on.
I think. Yes. It's about to be the end of 3 days.
That feels about right.
Yeah, it's about to be the end of 3 days.
Alright. I need to...
Okay.
We should be relatively close.
You,
I think we have about 2 days of travel left. If we continue at this rate.
dawn comes. Bear in mind, you are going probably quicker than you calculated.
Much, much quicker, actually. You're
Yeah.
right. We should actually be about a days away. Day and a half.
You continue onwards in the morning. You have to say it's a pleasant surprise to be to sort of have the dawn rise without being in a forest. It's been weeks.
Months for certain individuals.
And you journey on for a few more hours. No doubt the two of you are talking about shopping, what you're going to do.
I'm going to buy all of the shoes.
She points to the cart. You have shoes.
You don't
And then
understand. I
Royavanaru
need more.
points into the distance, and in the distance, sure enough, somewhat raised, you can see a rather sorry-looking wooden stockade, clearly visible for some distance. Yeah, it looks like it's been damaged. There's actually some kind of large stones hanging around.
Is this Oleg's or is it...
Yeah. It looks like the fort's been patched up.
Did I hear anything about this place being burnt or attacked?
Yeah. This is the
Okay.
place. This is the place that you saw when Yander and you were passing by, if you remember.
Oh, when we were following the group, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so I recognize this place.
Yeah. You do.
Looks like someone patched up this wrecked building.
They had already been patching it up, but it looks like
they had. Oh, so
they had, but it looks like maybe they've done a bit more since you last saw it.
Well, I can't say that this place is going to be able to offer what we expect as a reward. However, they probably would not be adverse to letting us rest if you change your form.
Yes, I think you're right. He asks for you both. Please, my ladies, if you could dismount.
She hops off and
Melina
And he
looks
gives
off the giant and kind of like puts her arms out, kind of like, hey, could you catch me?
Amallai catches the flying person.
Royavanaru does a big stretch, rears on his... So he's supporting his weight on his back two legs, looking quite large, huge and fearsome.
Menacing.
And then you see suddenly begins to change and shrink. The claws disappear. 2 sets of the legs disappear. The body shortens. The front legs start turning into arms. The antlers start disappear back into his head.
As an animal, this looks incredibly unsettling.
Yeah. And
This is
and
not
you're left with a rather fine-featured but rather short, truth be told,
Is he shorter than me?
And rather impoverished-looking elf.
Is he shorter than me?
He's shorter than you.
Is he shorter
I
than me?
stare down at him. You're so short.
And he's holding the helm.
This is. I point to the chest and say that we should not show this helm to them. They might get a little too excited. I would prefer word to be spread by the big officials as from me and this little group of ours first. It's an empty chest, so it should be fine for. It's only got the sword that goes along with the armor in it.
Perhaps if I hold the helm in the chest.
If you want to carry the chest, sure. She takes the sword out, puts it on the side under one of the cloths that we had, probably. Yes, it is. And wraps it up so that no one can see it. Puts the other cloth on top of the gold and such, and gives him the chest, and asks Melina for one of those useful extracts that make me stronger, so that I can drag the cart.
I just kind of like put some chemicals together and put it on my hand and just rub it all over your face. You feel like you can carry stuff better.
Although this stuff does stink a bit, Amallai. But the rubbing the face is actually quite pleasant.
Rubbing the face was pleasant. It doesn't smell good. Okay then. Well, they always say the best stuff doesn't always smell the best.
I don't think anybody says that.
Medicine.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking nerd.
I think you think you taste the best, but
Shut up. Some medicine doesn't even smell good.
that's usually the stuff that doesn't taste good either.
You're right. And she starts taking the cart along to this sorry-looking fort.
Okay.
I assume we're on the road to Restov now? This is...
No, you are literally... no, you're not on a road, although you notice that above the fort, some way distant, but not far, there's a ridge, and it looks like on that ridge is where the road runs.
Okay, I see. Well, when we reach the questionable gates, is there even a gates?
Hang on. Please hold.
Is there even a gate? I can't believe I have to ask that.
Sorry, guys, I'm just having an argument with Roll20.
Roll20 doesn't usually lose arguments.
Well, it's been losing one or two with me. But I am a stubborn so-and-so. Right.
What do you know? You're right, class. I can. That's cool. I like that.
You can what?
Nothing.
Oh.
Ha!
You done it.
Screw you, roll 20. Right. You had it coming. Mm-hmm. Okay. That'll do. Doo-doo-doo. There we are. Can you see that?
Give me just 1 second.
Oh. All right.
And let's see here.
A building, an actual building.
An actual building. Wow, it's been so long.
This is impressive. Yeah, I can see it. Where are we? Aha!
Melina's running.
Is that
ahead.
the cart?
That's the cart. You'll need to grab the cart.
Yeah.
Melina
Who is
is
this?
running.
Oh, he's got the chest.
Is the gate closed?
Halt!
Oh. Hello?
Oh, I went a little too far. There we go.
Oh, hi.
I can. I assume I can see over this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can see like here and or.
Yeah. So you can
Like
see. There is. You can see there's a fairly large tree trunk that's been lashed together with some other branches that's turned into a mock.
More trees. She
door.
glares at this tree.
It looks like it's been on fire, repaired numerous times. In fact, now you've got closer to the fort, you're somewhat less impressed, both of you, than you were beforehand. This place is pretty badly knackered, actually. The person who shouted out to you is there's two of them actually, one on either side, and they're both pointing some long stick at the pair of you.
Do they
No guns,
look like
they?
the people? Do they look
Melina,
like the
you
people
will know
that I
what
was
they are.
following?
Sorry?
Do they look like the people that I was following?
Yeah, they look like soldiers. Melina, those are muskets.
I ask. My employer would have told me what their company was called. Yes.
Before
Iron
you get
Wings.
the chance, Melina
Oh, they're the
says,
Iron Wings.
Hey, you guys aren't really that great at repairs, are you? I kind of like knock on the very, very messed up wall. Do you need some help patching it back together? Also, what brings you to Oleg's?
Open up, survivors!
Did I just get ignored? I looked at Amallai. Did they
You
just ignore
just
me?
fucking won the game. Like 3 words, and they were like, "Open it up! We've got survivors."
Right.
So as it opens up, I gesture for him to make his way over here next to me. And oh, I guess the cart can move on its own now.
I totally did not animate that when you weren't looking.
Okay. And our friend will come in with you. There's you'll see there's a whole bunch of pikemen on the other side. and some swashbuckler types as well. Several of them look like they're bandaged up. They've clearly been in a series of fights.
I point out, would I get the impression that saying their name without them introducing themselves would be a bad thing or a good thing?
Probably a good thing.
I asked them, you guys are the Iron Wings, yes?
Some of us are.
What's got you in such a... I gesture to
Stand aside,
the
men.
hurt ones,
They
the
kind
hurt
of
ones.
they back away. They're Amallai. You will recognise they're very skittish. They're clearly behaving like men who have been under pressure.
They don't like that strangers are here. I understand.
And it's not so much strangers. It's more that they're used to
Fighting.
Yeah.
Said strangers.
Yeah. They're not people who are happy to be here. This guy in sort of looks like kind of half plate.
The guy right in front of us.
Guy right in front of you, carrying a musket.
I wouldn't know what this is.
You wouldn't know, but Melina would.
I point to that thing.
Has a shield on his back, sword at his side. He's got a bandolier. It looks like he's got maybe a dragon handgun tucked inside, just sticking out with the handle. He's got various knives sticking out of his boots. He looks tooled up.
I point to the item he is carrying. What is that thing?
That's a gun, dear.
Kramer. The name's Sergeant Kramer.
Oh, Sergeant Kramer, you
Where
look
you
like
come
a
from?
kind that likes your alcohol. I have a deal for you.
Hold on a minute. You're not.
My friend here has been here at Oleg's before.
Are you the woman? Excuse me. Are you the woman who's missing? Melina.
Oh my god.
I kind of look around.
No. I immediately say yes, though. Wait. Amallai wouldn't do something like that, would she?
Melina says yes.
Oh, whatever.
Good news at last. We need to get you out of here. Lord Darrow. And he goes rushing off.
Back
away, men. Make them comfortable. Come here, ladies, to the table, and your and the elf companion with you.
Apparently, I'm missing. I just look at Amallai and shrug.
I point to the cart and ask them if they could take care of this, but not touch anything in it. I've also covered the armor suit, and I asked them not to look under this tarp under any circumstance.
God, you're shady.
This man rushes into this building.
I'm the fucking shadiest. I tell them that it would be a horrifying experience to look under this tarp, and I guess I just kind of park it right here.
Whatever you would be interested in alcohol.
I park it right here.
You guys can probably see the area park from inside of buildings. Is that right?
Yes, actually. Me being a curious animal, I look in here. I just poke my head in.
Amallai?
Yeah.
From around the corner here.
Where? Oh.
And an old man dressed in black.
Would you be interested in any alcohol today?
I would. I believe.
Who are you?
Patience has been rewarded. Well done, my dear.
Wait a minute. Is that who I think it is? Wait.
Glad you made it.
Mr. Scum?
Nah.
Huh?
Where is it then? Where's that going?
Well, I motion over to the cart. I grab the cart and I go back here.
Out
Wow.
from the building comes Kramer and this foppish-looking gentleman, who's quite tall, beam post thin though, rather effeminate-looking. Strides over to you, Melina, and goes to give you a big hug. Do you accept it?
I don't
Only
resist.
Amallai gets to give you hugs.
I don't resist, but I don't hug back.
Oh, such good news! Finally, Mr. Skemp. Right, perhaps. So I don't understand how did you survive?
What?
You'll notice Kramer goes to talk to the old man, Amallai. They're definitely having a chat.
I walk away from the cart for a moment.
Okay.
And I tap on his shoulder and ask him if he can step aside for a moment.
Apologies. I am Lord Lucio Darrow at your service, and you must be Melina, are you not?
Yes, are you interested in any alcohol today?
It seems this is a time for celebration. You see, Mr. Skemp. Luck is turning at last. If you say so, Lucio.
I ask him if giving him the items of question in the presence of others is something acceptable to him.
Let's do that in a little while.
I shrug and pull the cart back here and ask no one to touch it.
Maybe you can share with Lord Darrow, Kramer, and I what's been happening. I'm guessing you didn't see the furbolgs. They attacked yesterday. Injured her in there. And he points to this building.
This one? Yeah.
I'm going to take a look inside.
I figured. I also already looked inside, by the way.
There's there's 5 very unhappy looking soldiers 4 unhappy looking soldiers and what looks to be possibly an arcane spellcaster of some type, who looks like has lost an arm.
I giggle a little.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any meat? I'm very hungry. Meat. Food.
If you've got
meat in particular.
Then that would be welcome. Yes. Imagine the boys would like some meat, wouldn't they, Kramer?
We don't have any. I mean, I can go hunting.
I wouldn't advise that, dear.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Not a creature's around.
I throw 2 Cure Light Wound extracts at random.
Isn't very safe.
Well, as for what's been going on, we just left a swamp a few days ago, after acquiring the items that you had requested.
It's good to hear. We'll talk about that later. I think what his lord Lucio here and Kramer would like to know is what's been happening.
Do I get the sense that telling him the Stag Lord is dead is a good thing?
Yeah, what sense do you get?
You want me to roll something?
Yeah.
Well, what should I roll?
Sense motive, maybe?
That is a good idea. Ew.
Melina comes back from inside.
Also perception, I guess, to see body postures and whatnot.
They look quite fraught. Apart from Mr. Skemp, he looks almost.
They would
like...
probably be really, really happy for me to tell them that he's dead.
Yeah.
I stand. Well, I ask the Lord if he can gather everyone over here on the second table. I have some important news. News that they would probably be hard-pressed not to hear. I ask... I look to Roya and ask him to open the chest and pull the helmet out and place it on the table. I ask no one to touch, though.
He does so, and there's a few gasps.
I have killed the Stag Lord.
Says, "Is that what I think it is?"
I have killed the Stag Lord.
Ha ha! Mr. Skemp!
We killed the Stag Lord, Melina says.
I stare at Melina. Who delivered the killing blow?
It was a team effort. Come on now.
I know, she's just trying to be a glory hog right now.
It would appear, my lord, that you might have a better story to tell your brother than you imagined.
Me and my companion here, Melina, have killed the Stag Lord. Everyone may rejoice.
Cheers! Kramer, bring out the last of the wine.
Ooh, booze. Oh, rip.
Actually,
Klaus,
do you guys want to buy some alcohol?
Yes, of course. We must celebrate.
Well, we do have...
Notice that the Stag Lord dying, my lord, hasn't stopped attacking us. We might want to be a little cautious.
I point to him and say that I go over and whisper to him, ask him if it would be okay to tell them that you'll be taking his place as someone a little more lenient in terms of being the ruler of the forest. As I assume his methods will be a little more accepted.
Sorry, who are you saying this to?
Elf Roya. I'm asking Roya. Whisper, whisper.
Okay. Let us perhaps wait until your friends are in good cheer before we mention that,
That's probably a good idea, actually. I assume the booze that Melina had was on the carts, or is she just going to craft booze?
On the boat.
Okay, I go and grab... How many did we have? How many are there? Or what is there? Barrels, boxes of bottled booze? Details! I need to know what I'm grabbing.
I
still have alcohol.
It would probably be in a keg, because that's probably all we would have to store it in.
Yeah.
A keg of ale, then? Well, I bring it out, and I slam it right here. This is a little impressive coming from such a slender catfolk.
Come, drink for everyone. This is great news.
Melina
was successful then.
was trying to sell it.
Glory, Mr. Skemp, glory. I will tell the Sword Lord Council myself. I see it now. Yes, perhaps you want to tell Lady Manif as well. I'm sure she'll be happy to hear. Well, Mr. Skemp, I might allow yourself the courtesy of doing that. Most kind, my lord, most kind. The Lord, who looks, you have to say, rather bedraggled and dirty in some very fine clothing, seems most animated now and enthusiastically struggles with the keg until Kramer comes over with the actual
Actually,
strength.
I just use my adamantine claws to cut.
Fine. No, marvellous. And they start. Kramer sort of rations it to his men, not knowing what it is. But the Lord gets a large goblet worth and starts swigging it back.
It probably knocks him on his ass.
I expect it does.
I take a small. I take a small. A very small.
Whoa! That stuff is strong.
I take a very small bit and take a. It's like a small mouthful, and I gulp it down.
Give me a fortitude save. Actually, you need to do 2 because there's a chance you get addicted.
The shit? Well, I'm addicted then. Yep.
Oh.
That doesn't even make sense considering I only took the smallest of mouthfuls.
That's how addiction works in this.
So
your charisma increases
you
by...
did say you only did it, so I would rule that if the second one's for the addiction, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rule that as you only took a small amount, it wouldn't be as effective. It would still knock you on your ass with the first one. But for the second one, I'd say that would pass because you only took a small amount.
Okay.
Normally, full dosage of it increases your charisma by 4 and does 4 points of con damage.
Well, I guess it'd only be like 1 and 1, so...
Yeah. Certainly, Kramer doesn't have any. And he's rather dismayed to notice that his men are now sort of hugging and laughing and saying that the war's over. Mr. Skemp is sort of raises an eyebrow. The Lord himself is almost kind of bursting into hysterical fits of laughter.
Melina quickly dips a cup in the keg and brings it over to him. To Kramer.
What? To the Lord?
Whoever was upset that they didn't have any.
Well, Mr. Skemp doesn't seem to be drinking, and neither does Kramer.
I bring it to Kramer.
It's okay, girl. I won't on this occasion. Maybe when the job's done. We're not out of this yet.
Well, I dump it back in the keg.
So you're Honzo's girl, yeah?
Oh, yes. I kind of look at them nervously.
Yeah.
I do want to mention that like her hairpiece and her headband both have their family insignia on it.
It's kind of obvious.
Looks like you're a chip off the old block,
Yeah,
Tell your dad no hard feelings. It was just business.
And then he kills you.
Oh, God.
Don't worry, girl. I'm not going to kill you.
Am I being kidnapped?
Your dad might be a bit sore about some business that I had earlier.
What, Oh, wait, I'm not listening to this.
What sort of business?
Maybe we can talk about that another time.
Okay.
Kramer asks you, Lady Melina, I believe you were accompanied by one of the Iron Wings, an able man, name of Hastus. I'm guessing he didn't make it, right?
He's alive.
He's alive.
I think.
Oh.
He's alive.
Probably.
Well, but then why isn't he with you?
We left them to go do a different job.
I'm sure you
we
know
should
my
be meeting up with
reputation
them
about
soon.
ditching my personal gods. He's a rather skilled one of the best ones I've had, but there comes a point where I like to be free.
We had important matters to deal with while they went and did other stuff.
He is rather good, though.
I see. He doesn't look very happy.
He is with us two sort of probably skilled mages, I think.
I am definitely satisfied with what he's done so far, and I would definitely recommend him to other people.
Well, I'll be having words when he comes back, if he comes back.
That
My
I
lord.
can't promise.
My lord, I know that you're distracted with celebrating. Did we want to move out, or are we going to wait for their companions if they show up? I'm just mindful that even though they've killed...
They're not going to be following us.
They're not?
No. We've asked them to meet us at a separate place.
We mostly ended up here on accident in the first place.
Perhaps, my lord, can I recommend that we ought to consider making our way back to the other fort, where it's more secure?
Not now, Mr. Skem. This is a time for celebration. We have won. Come, ladies, come, sit down, and you, good, poor elf person. Yes, come join. Oh, Mario will be so pleased, Mr. Skem, so pleased.
Amallai kind of sneaks out from his grasp and just blends in with the shadows over here. As this is she enjoys drink and the fancier food, but she wants food, not drink right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I go over to the coat and take out the
I'll
Stag
leave
Lord
you to your celebration then, my lord.
What do you get?
Mr. Skem, you have to learn to live a little.
I went and grabbed the Stag Lord's head and I set it on the table.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing.
Kramer, you see. So this is the varmint who's been giving us all this trouble.
I, as Melina does that, I kind of place I kind of like stand on the, stand on the, table, and I put a hand on the head and I say I would like the 30k bounty that what is promised.
Well, of course. This is not directly my gift to give, but certainly as the treasurer for the Sword Lords, my brother will be able to authorize this.
Also, there's the small matter of the price of the ale. I kind of motion over to his men, who are probably either passed out at this point from it, or like hugging each other.
Yeah, they're certainly hugging each other.
That's some pretty rare ale.
All reasonable expenses, I'm sure. But Mr. Skem does actually raise, I guess, a good point, which is we should probably be getting you to safety, Lady Melina, particularly as I clearly do not have the money you are referring to here. And the less time we spend here, maybe the better.
It feels a little weird not being addressed as someone equal to a lady, but she doesn't say anything.
The Lord kind of wrinkles up his nose at Royavanaru, who sort of sits next to him. The Lord goes to take the chest, and Royavanaru...
I quickly put a foot down upon the chest, and I say, no, this is mine. I look to I look to Roy, I assume he gets the gesture as we're in front of other people, for now. And I look down at the Lord. I will not allow you to take this.
No, very well. I merely wish to admire it. You have to understand, whatever it is you are, that these have been trying times for the men and I, and after all these battles, to finally have an end to it, I would simply see it.
I take it and I put it on top of the chest and I say no touching.
It's obvious. Yes. Well, Mario will be pleased.
And I set it back in the chest and push it to Roya. And I look to Skemp and then jump down and walk over this way.
He comes round and
I take the cloth that was covering the armor and sword and move them aside.
You've done well. I'm pleased.
Other information that might be prudent is I look to make sure no one else is around to hear. They're all probably boisterously laughing and such. So
Yeah,
this will be
that's
covered.
You hear Melina saying something about selling poison, but we can get to that in a moment.
The elf can transform. The reason I'm not going to be giving the helmet up is he's going to become the new Lord of the Forest. He won't be as reckless as the Stag Lord, however, was.
In our line of work, my dear, it's best not to get involved in that sort of thing.
I kind of look down and I nod. I would definitely prefer not to, but he promised the protection of the Fae for a settlement that's dear Melina is going to be setting up with the others.
Hanzo's girls starting a trading settlement here. That is interesting news.
It may or may not be right here, but yeah, we're going to be setting up a settlement. They were grandiosely talking about a kingdom. I don't think it'll get that far, but
Tell your friends it'll be well worth their while talking to Lucio's brother, Mario Darrow. He's the brains of the family. He's also the treasurer to the Sword Lords. He might be interested in a project such as that. Still, my time here is done. Here is your payment. And he gives you a reassuringly large and heavy-looking sack.
I jingle it a little bit. I'm clearly happy that he paid up the promised price of... I assume he paid for the information too, because he said he would pay for that. 4,500 gold. I gleefully tie it to my belt. Or actually, no, I put it in my sack. I don't want any cut purses. And I say he can have the cart, but I point to, jewels and the other coins and such. Those are kind of mine. And then I bring up the subject of... He said he might...
I won't need the cart. Don't have time for such things.
Okay. Well, on the final subject, You said you may or may not have other work for me, so...
No, I've got other work for someone competent like you. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be in touch. Don't you worry.
That's reassuring.
But I've still
Seem
got
to...
still got a prob. Now the rats have been dealt with. I could do with someone helping me with the cuckoos.
Ah, I see.
Ask Lucio. He knows what I'm talking
I
about.
laugh. I'm just a pest exterminator. That's quite the lowly thing for someone such as me. But I'm okay with
Done
it
well,
as long as it
pal.
pays well.
You done well, gal.
Thank you. She does a little bow and covers the rest of the gold, leaving the armor and sword for him to take. And she walks off, saying she'll see him again.
Yep.
Alright, and while this is happening, Melina says, alright, so would you be interested in any poisons today?
Poison? No, don't have luck with that. No.
I kind of like take out a small vial of drow poison. I say,
Very, my lady, but not now. Maybe we could talk about it on the road.
He's interested, but not in front of people. I assume, as an assassin, I can assume that talk of poisons and such is not normal.
Most societies, it's frowned upon. It's not looked in a positive
unless
manner.
you live in Daggermoke.
Okay, so we can talk about that on the road.
There's also the small price of the ale, which Melina kind of writes down on a piece of paper and slides it across the table.
He kind of eyes bulges somewhat at it, but Mario, my brother, will deal with all of this. There are some business arrangements, though, we should speak of, my lady. My brother and I spoke at length about things before I left on this task, and with your re-emergence and our triumph, it would seem a good time to talk on these things.
Our? Her ears flick a little, and she hisses at him.
But of course, the sword lords, in their wisdom, funded this force to vanquish the Stag Lord and his bandits, and lo, the Stag Lord has been...
He growls at him and says she was not funded by anyone to kill the Stag Lord.
Now, details. Yeah, the important thing is, as far as the people are concerned, that
the Stag Lords did not take care, or the Sword Lords did not take care of the Stag Lord. Me and Melina did. We will be given our proper glory, and you will not steal it.
Let me whatever you are. Let me. Things work in a certain way here. Things work in a certain way here, and I am not in any way saying that you will not get your just reward. Of course you will, but there are appearances, and there's need for
I've been in a royal court.
To be fulfilled.
I've been in a royal court. I'm the daughter of a king. Your appearances mean nothing to me.
Yes, that's lovely. Is this with you? He says to Melina.
She is with me.
And he veritably finds a claw blade at his throat.
Melina just kind of like looks at her surprised and kind of like makes a no, don't do that motion.
She stares at Melina and then pulls back. I am Amallai.
So, as I was saying, you understand, Lady Melina, there will be a need for us to have a story to tell to different audiences, and all I'm suggesting is as a good opening to our burgeoning business interests, that the story is one where the Sword Lords, the Council sees a positive return in their investment, which will make them more likely to invest in other enterprises that I'm keen to talk to you on.
I do understand that a person would like to keep the glory of the underlings to themselves, and for this matter, I kind of glance at Amallai. I kind of think it's best that we keep what we did for this down a little bit. Best to let them
Amallai sighs and says, whatever, you're the one dealing with this then.
This helm will make a fine adornment within the Sword Lord Council chamber.
No, it won't. I am not giving it up.
The helm, unfortunately, is not something.
He's a rotted thing with some antlers stuck on. It's quite well made, I guess, but really? Is this really a problem?
I am not giving it up. I would prefer not to.
It is incredibly dangerous, and I gesture to the little scar on my neck. I had to die to get it off.
Well, if it is that dangerous, should we not destroy it then?
That is easier said than done.
I hold up my adamant.
I'll just throw it in the fire. Royavanaru starts looking fidgety.
I kind of like motion for Roy, like, no, just let him try.
Oh, there's no need to be unreasonable, ladies.
Go ahead, try to throw it in the fire.
Amallai laughs.
I don't think you'll like the outcome. I just kind of look at him blankly.
Roy turns to the Lord and says, no. The Lord sort of seems a little unnerved. Roy's just staring at him.
I gesture to Roy. You do not want to piss him off.
Well, this is all very disagreeable, I must say.
That's fine.
Kramer, prepare the men. We should get ready to leave. I'm guessing. I will send. Once you finish that, you can help me pack my things. And he kind of staggers, almost falls into the fire, and makes his way into this building. Kramer kind of rolls his eyes and starts kicking his men who are laughing, telling bawdy jokes, and playing dice, and most of which have dropped their pole arms or put their swords down.
These guys are idiots.
I have no desire to go with you to wherever this town is that he is suggesting.
I know you don't wish to, but I guess you can go.
He has seen it. He has acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Is this enough?
No, that is actually enough. When we start making our settlements, I presume you will be upholding your promise. I look forward to it.
As Melina knows, I am true to my word.
invite me to the court whenever you get it set up.
Both
I
of
would
you
like to
will
look around.
always be welcome in my court.
And I assume he's going to start heading off on his own way with the chest and the helmet.
He gives a rather more convincing animal cry.
He's going to fly off, isn't he?
He just summons a giant bat and uses it to fly off.
Well, it is giant compared to him. It can hold his weight. Oh, an eagle. Impressive. I look up. Look, dinner.
Grabs the chest. Farewell, and I thank you once more. And with that, the eagle swoops down,
As
grabs
he
him.
starts going, I yell, "Can we have the actual chest? You can keep the helm, but that chest is nice."
It is a nice chest, actually.
The men sort of Kramer sort of goes, "Huh? And the men start kind of going, oh, what was that? Stop it, you fools! What's going on? And the bird's gone.
Did he leave the chest?
No.
Damn it.
We can go get it later.
Okay.
We're basically royalty in his court now. It's fine.
Right. I think that might be a good place to end, if that's all right, ladies.
That is.